episode of Whatever Happened to Fun. I'm Bella.
I'm Michael.
I'm Devin.
Whatever Happened to Fun is for the girl who will take you to the Garden of Eden.
Hey.
More on that later.
More on that.
And more of that at 10.
News at 11.
Circle back to Lady Gaga at 11 p.m.
Well, we're back.
Yeah, after a little bit of a hiatus, we had some production troubles. Our intern got fired for deleting some files.
Yeah.
We were on vacation.
There was some
Yeah.
illness.
There was illness.
Being had. There.
August just really took us out.
Listen, we're giving you excuses. You don't want to hear them. I get it.
Yeah. We will say that I know we promised a great Sex and the City episode.
And it's coming.
And it will come.
Yeah.
Just not in the way that it was originally recorded.
And it's going to be something really similar to that, though.
But you don't know about that because, well,
It's in the
gone.
future. You don't know about the old one, but you're gonna know about the new one.
One that hasn't happened yet.
That'll be coming soon, so
That'll be next.
Worry.
Well, I don't even want to put a date on it because I'm
That's-
scarred.
I'm
I'm
so
scarred.
We can't promise anything nowadays, I guess.
I can only promise it once it's uploaded in YouTube,
Yeah.
and I can let you
We were
know.
so excited too. We were
I
hyping
know.
We
it
were
up.
like, this is our best
cut to
episode ever.
flashback of 3 weeks ago, whatever our last episode was, and we were like, "It's gonna be the best episode ever. It's happening next week.
Yeah.
We're dropping it."
And it still
It
will be the
was.
best episode
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Now we just are gonna get a second crack at it.
It just
I guess.
yeah. It
It's
just
going to
took,
be really polished.
and we needed a couple weeks to recover from doing it and then
Yeah.
not having it
Yeah.
anymore.
Also, it was close to 2 hours, I want to say,
Yeah,
and so
maybe-
maybe this new one will be
Yeah.
a little bit tighter, a little bit more
well,
concise.
we could try to keep it
yeah,
together for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
but I'm excited for that when it happens. But now we have a good episode right now.
right now, it's happening right
Coming
now.
to you right now.
Coming to you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we in the absence. Well, you know what? We missed a lot.
Yeah.
And you might be
Yeah,
wondering.
did anything happen while we were gone?
Oh, brother.
Jesus.
Both personally and pop culturally.
Yeah.
Culturally.
Oh my god, so much.
So much happened.
Well, I think what would be fun is if we kicked off today with a brand new segment. So you guys might recall a couple weeks ago, we had a thing when we were on another vacation, and we kept saying, we kept being the concept of this, the concept of that.
Yeah.
And so
We were on another
on
vacation.
another vacation, I pitched to these two, why don't we do a segment that's your concept of the week? Because as 10 of you know, we had a segment that's called Notorious Party Girl, and we're not totally shutting that down.
No, we're
It's
just
come in a different way. because
We
can't
just
seem to
forget
remember
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
we forget
the
about it.
addition of a new segment will retroactively kind of spike that old segment.
Yeah,
It-
yeah.
Sell in our
Yes,
brains that
yes,
will
yes.
make us remember to do the segments that we plan for the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You never know. You never
You
know.
never
It could spark something. It really could. It could spark
The
something
worst
for us.
podcast host in the world. So yeah, sorry we accidentally were out for 3 weeks. We didn't tell you, and also we have a new segment. It's not really a segment, and we keep forgetting about our other ones.
And you never know.
Listen, all the planning all the time we've taken away, we're putting just as much effort towards planning our new
Yeah.
Yes. The
adventure
brains,
that
yeah.
is launching in the fall.
Exactly. And the brains, they're always turning, and
The
our
brains are
production
turning.
team and management team, which is full of extensive people, they're always working behind the scenes, whether you see
Yeah.
it come to fruition or
Whether
not.
it is
it's
on
always
our
happening.
Instagram story or not.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
So I just want you all to know that,
Yeah,
honestly.
we're committed.
But
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we have? Does anyone
have a segment that they want to start with?
I have a concept for the week.
Okay.
What's your concept of the week, Bella?
The concept of this week is the concept of the reminiscence of Jersey City Pride being left on your body via tattoos, temporary tattoos from
Oh yeah.
various establishments, essentially.
And vendors.
I had to scrub mine off my arm this morning. There might be a little bit left still.
I
but
mean, that is the concept of all of our weeks because
Right.
I have this chalk on my
Yeah.
thigh.
Oh, I have some on my shoe.
And
It's- yeah.
it really, but this is it's on your skin. It's this one, it's like a bank vendor that gives you
Yes.
this chalk.
Yeah.
And it will smudge, but if it doesn't smudge and dries instead, then
You're
it will never
screwed.
leave your body.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a really beautiful concept, essentially, of Pride never leaves you, especially Jersey City Pride.
Jersey City Pride
Yeah.
never leaves you.
For some, it's a lovely month thing or a day thing. For us, it's truly 24/7 around.
It's all the time.
And especially
Yeah.
for Jersey City,
Yeah.
they like to do it 2 months after New York City Pride,
Right.
which is just
Yeah.
enough time
And-
to give you
yeah.
to recover from New York City Pride, and then say, I kind of
Right.
miss Pride. Is anyone doing an event? And
Right.
then it's Jersey City Pride the third weekend of August.
And Jersey City says we've got just the thing for you.
Yeah.
That is the thing about Jersey City Pride, because like I was looking at, we get a lot of free stuff, and
Yeah.
like some of it makes it back to my apartment, but
Some
a
of it
lot of
you
it gets
wear.
left at Devin's sister's apartment in
Right,
New
yeah.
Jersey.
Right.
And it is just always like, oh yeah, like here's my trans visibility bracelet brought to you by TD Bank.
Right.
Like it's always just like,
Here's like this really cute
Yeah.
rainbow bucket hat from Sky Vodka, and
Yeah.
then I'm going to layer it over my Smirnoff bucket hat.
Yeah.
but don't worry, the Smirnoff employees will tell you to take
Take
off the
the
Sky
Sky
one to put
Before they
theirs
give you
on.
theirs, which is
Yeah.
like so valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a shirt that I got there right now. It says, can someone read it?
It's not a Cosmo without Absolute.
Duh.
Yeah.
Absolute
Which
should be
has
sponsoring
nothing
us.
about, I mean, I guess like Cosmos are kind of gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But,
Cosmos are
like,
gay.
for sure.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Yeah.
But they're just like, this is pink. Let's give it out.
And just
Right.
all the vodka
And
brand
also-
representation, really.
Yeah.
But the vodka brands really show out and show up, like
Oh,
for
yeah.
Jersey City
All of
Pride.
them.
And then also I have a keychain on my bag from Planned Parenthood, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
you can really make it what you want it to be. You
And
can make
we-
it work for you.
And we truly make it the drunkest day of the year.
yeah, like,
it took me a whole day to recover.
If you even knew the scars I had under my clothes right now, you would understand. Really.
What
Yeah.
was your, Bella, this was your first annual Jersey City Pride. For some of us on this couch, it was
Yes.
actually our third annual.
Yeah.
But this was your first. So was it, what are your impressions? Was it all that you hoped it to be and more?
Yes.
It was.
Yes, I think that, like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, Jersey City is a city in New Jersey off of
Cut.
Hang in there, baby.
off of the lovely island of Manhattan. It's similar to Hoboken, if you will. They also
Right.
have another day called All About Downtown Day, which is exactly the same, except it's just not Pride themed.
Yeah.
So there's just like basically what I'm trying to say is a lot of events in Jersey City that are all essentially the same.
It's
Yeah.
Or
there's
you
Yeah.
can
a lot
also
of
just walk off the path any given day, and all those vendors are still out there.
like some crazy shit's happening, but
Yeah.
for Pride they really
But,
up the
yeah,
ante.
I would
there
say-
are
And so do we.
stages, it's open
Yeah.
container, you could do
yeah,
truly
you can do whatever you want.
whatever
I
you
would
want.
say it absolutely met all my expectations and further, and I
Yeah.
just think
Would you say it absolute
yes,
made you?
yeah,
As in vodka?
as in the vodka, as in you guys should DM us to sponsor our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was just a very lovely, joyous, drunk day, and we have a lot of those, but I also think that one is just so special.
It's good when it has a purpose.
And I also think that, like, we can have a normal drunk day, whatever, but there's just something about Pride that, like, everyone is just so nice to each other, and, like, you
Yeah.
make new friends, and, like, it's
Yeah, we
so
did make friends.
everyone's just, like, wanting to hug and wanting
Yeah.
to laugh and kiss, and it's, like, that's what
lovely.
it's all about.
Yeah.
And I wish every day could be Jersey City Pride all over the world.
True.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Except for
I
that
wish every day
we-
could be Jersey
we
City.
wouldn't
be
be in Jersey City.
really hungover.
Yeah.
also, all the time.
But
That
yeah,
would ruin
I
my
think,
life.
Like, I've just never had so much fun ever in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
really
mean, and
fun.
there's like, this is true of Jersey City Pride and obviously a few other days, but Jersey City Pride specifically, it's also just about agreeing about a day that you will kind of go all out, and it's
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yep.
also
It's a
just
big blowout.
that as a concept
Yeah.
of like, we prepare for this, we look forward to it
Oh,
all
yeah.
year. It is a Super Bowl of sorts.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl for us.
And it
And
is
then it
kind of
never
like
disappoints.
our final, like, technically summer
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
blowout, because it's like we're all gonna go like our separate ways for Labor Day.
Yeah.
So like this is
Yeah.
always the weekend before
It's
that.
true. Yeah, no, I just think it is the most well thought out event I've ever been to, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
And that was our weekend
That was our weekend.
as well.
And that was the concept of.
That was the
That.
concept of.
Anyone else have a concept?
Let me think. This past week, the concept. Here's my concept of, guys. The concept of posting something on your real Instagram story when it was meant for your private.
What'd you
Instagram story.
post?
I posted a screenshot of my
Oh,
sister.
yeah.
It was up for like 3 minutes. Like, I do not think like, and like Michael said he went to go click on it and then it was gone. So like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
I
I never
really
saw
like
it.
cinched it. But this was about like 5 days ago or so. It just hasn't really left my brain.
Right.
I posted a screen. I was the ill one last week, so I was not in my best state of mind, and I had a little bit of brain fog. And I was walking also to the subway, so I was like kind of like just all discombobulated of sorts. And I screenshotted me and my sister's text chain because it was funny. And it was about how I was about to go meet her at happy hour. And I was dressed like a huge lesbian. And I was texting her.
You were preparing for Jersey City Day Pride
for Jersey City
early.
Pride. And like, it's like absolutely nothing was offensive about it, but it was more just like, no one should know that I'm texting my sister that, right? Besides the 20 people, my close friends. And I was like, it was funny. It was like, I was about to texting Keely. I was about to text you and say, putting the finishing touches on my outfit, and they're all really pulling together a really lesbian-looking outfit. When I realized every part of my outfit is a lesbian. It's all lesbian. It's not just the finishing touches. I have a wife beater on. I have jorts on. I have a button down on, and I have a hat on, and I have New Balances on. Like every single thing about that, together and also separately, is some sort of lesbian leaning clothing item. And then my sister, who was at the office that day, responded and said, "I'm wearing heels, so I'm femme sister today."
Right. So
and like, that was hilarious. Sister. And the 20 people, on my close friend story, I wanted them to see that. And then I posted it, and then thank God, because I truly had no reason to look back. I was literally about to pay for the subway. I was like going into the platform, and it was up. Like I had posted it. Like it was loading. You know how it like takes a minute to upload, especially when you're like maybe walking around the city.
Yeah.
I'm listening to my music, I'm about to go on the subway, and then just a minute later, I'm like, let me just check that. Yeah. And it was posted to my real story.
Yeah.
So I guess, and I didn't even then repost it to my close friends because I was just so diabolical. Like, I was just like, I can't do any, like, I was like, I deserve to get my phone taken away from me. I need to delete Instagram. Like, this is all
there is something about that, like, accidental post that it's like, I'm not even going to try again with this. It's not going to happen.
It's really humbling.
Like,
I've definitely have done things along those lines, but I'm usually good at it, but I don't know if anyone's done it.
Way worse.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've done way worse. Just like sending the wrong thing to someone.
Say along the same vein.
I'm more like texting. Like I will always mess up texting.
No, I have sent a inappropriate picture to the wrong person, but it was when you could delete. Like it was after the delete thing on Snapchat, so I was able to delete it before they opened it, and
I didn't know that you could delete stuff on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
I didn't know you could do that.
I think I've done that more than once. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
But I used to like all the time. Like I would screenshot something and then send it right back to that person and be like, "That's so funny how that gets there."
Yes, I did that like multiple times in high school. I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe did that like once.
I think one time I was just like, they're like, "Oh, did you mean to send this to me, or are you sending it to other people?" And I was like, "I wanted you." I think I said like, "I wanted you to read back and see and like think about what you've said to me or something."
Honestly, that's good.
And like I was probably the one picking the fight.
Think about how you said it. Read it back from my perspective.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Good concept.
No, I definitely, I'm way too quick with my fingers on my phone, and I don't think about things.
Me too.
Every time I post on my close friend story since, I'm like,
sure.
And also the Instagram, like it is not the same art that a Snapchat private story was at all.
Right.
So the buttons are so close to each
They
other.
are. It's too close.
You should have to enter a completely different portal to post on your close friend story. It should not be in the same thing that a public thing can go. I highly
just the fact of like the buttons, and then when you watch it back, like they're integrated into each other. It's like this is a little bit crazy of a concept, honestly.
It's a little too close.
I also wonder if just like we were in the era of like the private Finsta and the private Snapchat like being like so much more personal, like not just like funny things, like you post like personal shit.
Like diary.
So I wonder if like for other people it's more like, oh, like I just don't want to post this to my normal one. It's just a funny thing, but I wouldn't post it there. Whereas I'm like this bitch the other day, like
I have had conversations about this with people and like coworkers and how we all use our close friends stories for different purposes.
Ways,
and like for me, I'm kind of more like that. I'm just like, well, this is just something like secret information that I wouldn't want other people to know.
Too.
Whereas some people are just kind of like reposting silly memes onto their close friend story, or like maybe their close friend story still has people that like they wouldn't share secrets with, but it's just a tighter group of people. It's like, maybe I just don't want to see like, I wouldn't want my mom to see this, right? But like for me, it's like, no, there are 20 people on there. That's it.
I check who's on it every single day to make sure that I've talked to that person in the last week, and if I
Oh yeah, that's intense. You're running that like a boot. You're running them like a boot camp over there.
Because I have haters.
You have haters, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And I was with someone once and they said something to me and it was just like, and I love this person so it's fine, but they were just like, oh, and like me and X were talking about what you put on your private story with other people, like their group of friends, and I'm like, okay, like, so no, the person was just like, someone sent it, and I'm just thinking like, okay, so you sent it because
you're the culprit.
It was like her, another person, and I'm like, it's fine, I love her and I like all of her friends, but I literally was like, so why would you do that? Because I was talking about like my ex-boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like, okay, so that's not the point of the.
Well, it's also like,
right.
okay, if that happened then, like,
yeah.
you don't
what
want,
else are you
that is a bad, it's a scary precedent.
That thing's like a boot camp. If you're on that, I love you very deeply and I trust you. And
I don't really post, I mean.
You don't post.
A lot,
no.
And if I do, it's just like nothing. Like
funny.
I don't really post secrets on
No.
it. I used to post a lot of like my like Snapchat one was like, I feel like I was more open on that one. Now the podcast is my close friends. Like,
I
now
love
I'm
that.
just like, or my TikTok.
Yeah, honestly, you guys know things about us and you on this couch and all of 150 of our Instagram followers. You guys know more
you guys
about
know
me.
everything.
Yeah, you're just like definitely like, I feel like, I don't think you have like many secrets either.
Yeah, I'm a pretty open book.
You're an open book, but also in the way of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you hate something, you're just gonna say it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like not like I don't think I have like as many enemies anymore. So it's
Twitter
like
also.
my private. Okay, yeah, my private Twitter is the one because I like use names on that one, but it's literally 12 people following it.
So that's where
that is my diary. Yeah, that's my diary.
Twitter kind of used to be my outlet, but then I realized. Like, I've kind of made it that, but then I realized I still have, like, all these residual followers from when it was a real Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I have 400 followers on here? Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So I kind of, like, freaked myself out and, like, stopped. Like,
Twitter should be private now.
I had to look through your Twitter once to find the Megan Salter clip.
Like, it used to be, like, a big... I used to be a big deal on Twitter.
This girl was everywhere
Concept of being a big deal on
I
Twitter.
had to go through so much stuff on Twitter.
I was everywhere all at once. Because it was also just, like... I think the way you use social media very much reflects, like, where you grew up and, like, how, you know, maybe people you were going to school with, like, culturally, how they were using it. And, like, everyone was using Twitter in a certain way. So
Twitter
I still have, like,
a
lot of, like, high school followers from Twitter.
Yeah, me too. Twitter was big in my high school.
So,
it wasn't that big in mine.
And then, now I'm just, like, my fucking Twitter profile picture is, like, of a little girl chugging wine. And my header is Cardi B's tweet that says, "Should I kill myself?" And I'm, like, retweeting the most insane shit. And it's, like... No one from my high school should be seeing this.
Yeah.
My location on Twitter just says TanaCon, and I'll never change it.
That's really funny.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on from this.
What about my concept?
Oh, I didn't know we all were doing a concept. So
yeah, I thought that was the point. It's like, I don't think so, honey.
Yeah. Okay,
but like our concept.
Okay, so you do your concept.
My concept is the concept of creating playlists. I don't do this as often as I should, but I just created a new playlist on Thursday. And I said when I was making this playlist, I want this playlist. It's end of summer. It's getting a little colder. I want this playlist to feel like Headphones on the Song by Addison Rae.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That concept. I love that.
And so
of that playlist is amazing.
it's a lot. It's some good stuff on there. It's a little bit of like right now it's just called I'm working on something because I don't have an official name for it.
Yeah,
but it's like
sometimes you don't want to publicize it before you're like,
no,
this is feeling really, really ready for the world.
It'll go on my Instagram story at some point, just not yet.
Not yet.
There is a lot of Audrey Hobart on it because I just listened to that album and I really like it. There's some
the
180
it's
of
like Audrey
new
Hobart
stuff.
needs to be studied.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second. Cub Sport is on it. Zara Larson,
that makes sense.
Addison Rae, even two Renee Rapp songs, the new Doja Cat song, which I really like. This old Doja Cat song that I really like.
Yeah,
it's in the works. It's in the works, but it's coming along quite nicely.
And kind of similarly to Instagram stories, it's like there is a difference on how people go about making playlists.
Yeah.
Like I kind of go about it the same way of like I have a specific essence I want to capture in a playlist, and it's going to be thought out, and I probably will think about it for a long time before I'll even like physically create it, and then I will like slowly add to it, and it's going to be like really specific and tactical the way I go about it. Whereas
I'll
other
finish
people
this playlist.
are just like,
I'll post it the day this episode comes out.
Right.
Okay,
so everyone, I'll give myself a deadline.
I appreciate your like thought going behind it.
Yeah, because I don't do them that often, but then I've been listening to this playlist so much now that I'm like, I should just do this more often.
I have playlists But, like, they're not... The best one I ever had was In Case I Get the Aux, and that was for college. And, like, that was, like, any time.
Which is also...
But it's also, like...
This is for for a specific, like, situation.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm just throwing things in here. Like, this is not, like... I listened to this podcast... Or, not this podcast. This playlist, like, I'm planning on listening to it in order once I'm finally done with it.
Yes.
So, like, I really like to make
special...
it... It's basically, like, my album. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or my mixtape. I think that was, that's my mixtape.
I love that. I love that concept for you.
Yeah. But yeah, those were our concepts of the week.
Okay.
They were fun.
Like those.
I love that.
Okay, what next? Should we go kind of like in chronological order of like stuff that we missed?
Yeah.
I mean, should we just do it?
Let's do it.
Taylor Swift.
The Life of a Showgirl is going to be out on October 3rd.
Like, truly, we planned a week off, and what the hell happened? Taylor motherfucking Allison Swift.
Yeah, she's here. She's here. So basically, I'm trying to remember how it all went down because it was so overwhelming.
So
but basically, on a Monday morning, just out of nowhere, Taylor Nation posted 12 photos of Taylor in orange outfits, and it said, "Remember when she said see you next era?" The last photo was a picture of her and Sabrina Carpenter. And I think I was just the most shocked by this because, as we have all kind of agreed upon in the past, Taylor Nation does not tell us anything we do not already know.
Yeah.
Like, that is
people
such...
think she does give us hints, and then they don't.
They don't.
The all-knowing, the omnipotent. The omnipotent Taylor Nation.
Yeah, they have never I feel like this was the first time that they have ever teased something that big that like we were not already aware of.
Yeah,
or something.
like there's like they'll always like come back and like, you know, give us a little bit more of like something that we already know.
Or they'll feed into what we already know. They're not giving us.
It's never that. This is what's happening right now today.
Yeah. And then we got the announcement like what couple.
Then the New Heights posted like a teaser, but it wasn't even.
It was 12 minutes later.
Yeah, it was 12 minutes later. And so then later that night is when the countdown started. Yeah. I was at the Katy Perry concert, which feels like forever ago. By the way, it was incredible. And then like at, what was it? Was it at 12:12 that night? And we didn't even know what was happening. Like for some of us were like, could this just be the album? Like we had no idea.
Or a song. Yeah. I actually didn't stay up because I was like, it was a school night for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, if this is new music, somebody wake me up.
Yeah.
But I cannot trust her, so I will not be staying up.
Yeah.
It's like so tough because that night I was really not in the mood for it because I just left
at the Lifetimes tour.
I just left the Lifetimes tour. I had the best time ever. I did not want to come home and just like have my life be taken over by Taylor.
It's like you're going back off to war when Taylor Swift.
I just like didn't need it in the moment. Like I was so excited to go home and listen to more Katy Perry.
No, I get that.
That like I was just like I'm not holding space for Taylor at the moment.
Insect with stick.
I literally am insect with like knapsack.
Yeah, no, I get that. Well, I would say maybe like 30 minutes before the countdown went up, I saw all the leaks. So I didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah. I didn't know if she was about...
Did those leaks have lyrics?
Yeah, but I couldn't really read all of them. The only one that I could read was The Life of a Showgirl, and honestly, like, the lyrics, like, they don't mean anything to me without the music. Because, like... it's not gonna. She could be saying one thing and it means a completely different thing in the way she sings it. So it's like I'm not really worried.
We've learned from the Tortured Poets Department song. Remember when everyone was like trying to drag her for the Charlie Puth and like chocolate and like dog thing and like that was actually a really good song. I love that song.
It's also like understand to a degree when she's being. Campy and satirical and versus not. Like, guys, come on. So I agree. Like, sometimes you have to take that with a grain of salt.
But like, so I was under the impression I was like, just because, and I guess we could also talk about this if we want to, but it could be a bit of a ramble. I was just like, it's not even like the photo just like I knew everything, and I knew it was either the whole thing was gonna drop with all the music, or it was just gonna be that she was announcing an album, and it's like. It's crazy, and then it was just that she was dropping an album, but I still knew everything.
Well, it was still like the 12/12 announcement was just like the announcement for the announcement. It was not actually anything.
Yeah, I guess my question is like, are those leaks on purpose? People will say they are. People will say they're not.
I don't think they were. I don't think she likes her stuff getting leaked. I don't think she would want it to be leaked because it sets a bad precedent.
Yeah, I just think that, like,
why would it be leaked in a way?
for hype, not that she needs it, but
That's the thing, is she doesn't
need it.
She
But
doesn't
I
need
will
anything.
say that it's like, this is my thought process, right? They leak, someone on her team leaks these pictures an hour before the thing goes live. People start to see them. Everyone's talking about it on Twitter. Boom. Countdown goes up. That's my only thing, that it's like, now you've really done something where it's like, I don't know. That's my only thing.
but I don't even think the leaks.
Someone, or someone went to jail for leaking.
I also don't
something.
think those leaks that you saw circulated the way, like, to a big degree.
No, I think
they were taken down pretty fast. Yeah.
They were taken down extremely fast in the sense of, if that was to drum up excitement,
true.
It didn't really do that.
Yeah.
I'm on Swiftie Twitter and people weren't even talking about it.
Yeah,
that
I never
much.
saw
I
anything.
did have to
So
look for it.
I think
In this case, no.
Yeah, and like she can, as she has been doing, like she just puts a countdown up and everyone in the world is crashing the website. Like it really, truly, it's like she doesn't really need that.
Yeah,
hype.
no, she does not.
So then she officially announced the album on New Heights 2 days later.
It's the craziest part about it all for me is like,
it's
not
crazy.
in not a bad way. It's just like, first of all, before again we had the announcement, but like the Taylor Nation thing and then the New Heights like teaser. We're like, is she really gonna do this?
Like, that's insane.
And then not only did she kind of decide to announce the album that way, although, you know, she just kind of teased it when the podcast dropped, she also posted everything on Instagram.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't like an
necessarily
exclusive.
No, but it was not an exclusive, but she also just wanted to go on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think besides using that as like the announcement / start of the press of it all, just the concept of seeing Taylor Swift on a podcast and like speak she hasn't done press like that.
No.
So it's like we have not seen her take any interviews, like anything like this really in so long to this degree. And second of all, you're sitting next to your boyfriend and we haven't ever seen her interact with like her past lovers either.
No.
So it's like such an intimate experience all the way around that we just kind of, I was just like so shocked to see. I guess I'm not surprised because like they're in love and they're clearly a couple maximizing their joint slay. So this was really working for them. And you could just tell, like, for her to truly just be like, this is how I want to do it, is like, good for you, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you just are happy and this is what you're
she's
doing.
at a point where it's like, I can just do whatever I want to do. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm so happy.
She's so
for her.
happy
Do you know
with
what I mean? Like, oh my
Trappy.
god, that I really though, like, because how many times did we think she was gonna go on New Heights
Or something, and then we were like, no.
But then I would always just be like, she would never do that. She's too famous to do that, even though they're very famous as well.
Yeah.
And I love Travis and Jason, but I was like, she would never do that.
Did you guys like the episode?
Yeah. I mean,
I think I loved it and it was fun. I think I struggled with it. It was like it's a me problem because I was like, oh my god, like we're getting her on a podcast, like, but it's like, this is not like, I had my expectations like almost a little too high because it's like, obviously like they're not going to be doing some crazy interview here, and we did learn a lot about her through the interview, but then it was also like 20 minutes about sourdough, and it's like, I think just in my mind I was like, oh my god, like we're getting Taylor Swift on a podcast, all my dreams are going to come true, and like it wasn't that. And it was also, I think, a lot of like endearing her to their fan base, which I think was really smart, and also endeared them to us more, so it was like mutually beneficial. It just like wasn't
I mean, it was
when you're telling a Swiftie Taylor Swift is going to be on a podcast for 2 hours, I don't think that's what they would.
It's not a Barbara Walters Oprah interview.
Yeah, it's not like what we want.
It's just like a conversation.
Yeah, and it's like, that's what's like frustrating almost. Like, not frustrating in a negative way, but just like, you finally get Taylor Swift for 2 hours talking, but it's not like what, and we're never gonna get that, and that's fine.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like, I think like that's like, it's an interesting perspective because then you get to see her in like a different light than if it would be like a strictly like about her, you know, career and this and
more
like
serious
pop culture.
interview.
Not even like more serious, just I think like more questions we would want to ask her.
Yeah, it wasn't our questions.
Like, yeah, exactly. Whereas it's like if she went on Less Culture or something, it's like you or Jake Shane, you know, they are going to hit every point we want.
But it's also maybe like that was her point because
100%.
she doesn't want to do that.
100%.
The relationship she has obviously with those men is like, hey, let's have a conversation. You guys know me very well, so like I trust you guys to ask me the things.
And
it's more of a candid conversation.
Talking about the health struggles of her parents.
And I do still feel like
we
did learn a lot. Actually. So like I think overall I was happy with it because I was like, you know what, this is probably, like you said, like, this is the extent of what we're getting from
we're
her
never gonna get
on
anything
purpose.
again. No, I think it's great. I think also, like, we get to just see, like, I think we all have an idea of, like, their relationship or maybe, like, past relationships that she's had due to her music, but, like, it was just nice to be able to, like, take it in and, like, view them, like, for what their relationship is, and it was just, like, so sweet.
They're so sweet.
So I'm appreciative.
So crazy.
I'm appreciative of the side that we got of it, but I do understand what Michael's saying.
She also was, like, definitely nervous to do it. She said, so, like,
yeah.
it was big for her to, like, sit down and do that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, she's just a girl. She knows that, I would say, like, maybe their specific, them too, fan base is a bit nicer, but football men in general are not nice about her. She's just a girl. Like, she, again, is it like any other normal person? She wants to be liked. She wants to be perceived well. So
it was interesting.
That's gotta be a nerve-wracking thing to do.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear her talk about how much she, like, is not online. She's like, I do not go.
I mean,
online.
I'm not surprised by that.
It's not surprising, but, like, there are just times maybe people just, like, tell her. But I feel like during the Eras tour, like, she kind of got some of the, like, online jokes, but then it's like maybe she's just briefed or she knows enough.
I think she gets the
like,
bit, but you know, you could get those stuff within our screen time.
Yeah, true.
She is that bitch is reading books and writing, like, insane lyrics. Like, that bitch is not having doom scrolling brain, and I commend her. She's knitting and for Kylie's daughters and making bread. Like, that's what I aspire to be.
She watches a lot of movies. Yeah.
I bet her, like, feeds when she goes on them, they're, like, very tailored. Like, of what she can see, or not can see, what she wants to see, what she wants to consume. Yeah. So it's not, like, A, negative, but B, also it's probably, like, all that stuff that she likes, like sourdough talk and, like, that kind of stuff to, like, more stimulate.
She's a millennial woman that loves, like, with her cats.
Yeah.
Like, she truly is.
Tea talk or something.
Like, that's what they're all getting on their For You pages, you know?
So, no, I commend her and everything that she's done. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met in my whole life.
But album-wise...
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this album.
I am kind of shocked. Like, I'm shocked. I'm surprised we got this. I guess it's not really, after all is said and done, early or fast or whatever. It's just like, I still don't think I was expecting all of this so quickly. I still feel like it's so post-Eras. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I thought there'd be one more year. Like, I think 2026 was, like, kind of my expectation.
But clearly the woman writes when inspiration strikes, and she is a crazy woman writing on the biggest tour in the world, like, and of her life, and she's, like, creating an album, but it's definitely... So there was a thing today that wound up not being true, that apparently it was just a glitch, that Spotify said the album was 36 minutes long, and that was then debunked. Thank God, because I think I've already said on this podcast 36 minutes is not an album.
Yeah. I think, 45 should be the length for this one?
Yeah, 45 is...
It's only,
It's 12 songs, which, like...
45.
Okay, as a TTPD rights activist, like... I think she's doing this on purpose as, like, a kind of complete 180 to TTPD.
Right. Yeah.
She specifically said on the podcast, she said, it's 12 tracks and there's nothing else. Like, there's nothing more. This is what you're getting from me. This is the album I've been wanting to make. It's bangers. So in a way, it's a lot of 180 from TTPD, and it feels like just very succinct and, like, this is what I've been going for. So this is, like, which she said about Rep, I think, is the last album that she, like, we didn't have, like, a lot of extra-ness about it. It was just like, here is this album. It is just these couple tracks, and it is everything I need to say. Yeah. So that's what she's saying about Showgirl, which I find, like, TTPD was different. Like, TTPD was, like, emotional distress, word vomit, brain dump, which she emotionally processing things. I love that album. I think it's amazing. Yeah. This is completely different on purpose, and it's going to be very different. So I think it's not that we wanted another TTPD. That would have been crazy, right? So it's just, I'm kind of not shocked, but definitely taking in how different this experience will be.
Yeah. I'm excited. I am really excited for, like, a tight and concise album from her. I also love Tortured Poets, but, like, I think that, like, I don't listen to, like, half of it really anymore. I did when it first came out, obviously, but, like, it's kind of like I think I just gravitate towards her albums that are, like, my favorite one is Reputation. That's probably going to be very similar to this album, especially because she worked with a lot of the same producers. And I feel like, I mean, Lover I really like, and that one's really long, and I love all her albums, but like
not her most critically acclaimed. Like her less critically acclaimed ones are those ones that are a little less I don't want to say aimless, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just a little like 1989.
I feel like
people are like that's the best pop album ever, and that's just
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
12, that one's also 12
Yeah,
tracks, I think.
yeah.
So
And
it's
Rep-
like Rep is like 14.
literally
yeah.
Rep is one of her best albums. They don't understand people.
Yeah.
I don't
Where
understand
it's
why
like,
it wasn't
honestly,
taken
Tortured
correctly,
Poets Department is aimless intentionally. It's kind of like, she
Yes.
was like, I'm just kind of like going out
Yeah.
here and like writing shit.
She wasn't
and, like,
asking for
Yeah.
you know that A+
No,
review
no.
from.
Yeah,
She
no.
didn't say-
She was like,
no,
I
no.
just need to like make this.
Yeah.
And like, I think she also really wanted to
which
make
is why it works.
Showgirl.
Yeah.
I
In a
am
different way, it's
just,
a different
it is
strategy.
what I need from her right
Yeah.
now. I think what everyone needs from her. I don't think we
Honestly,
needed
you've been
another
saying that,
40
though.
track album from her.
No.
Like, I think it's
No.
time.
She didn't have that
for-
to give, you know.
Yeah,
like
she doesn't have
that's
it.
not what this is gonna be.
You've been saying that though, Michael. Like you've been
Yeah.
saying this is.
Yeah,
something that
and I
you've
mean
been looking
honestly,
for.
Midnight's wasn't even that either. I don't listen to those 3 a.m. tracks. Sorry.
I don't either. Yeah. And I listened to the reggae Midnight.
Yeah,
The reggae
That's what I
Midnights.
love.
Listen to reggae Midnights.
I actually don't. I don't want to say I don't listen to any of the 3 a.m. tracks. There's some gold
Can
in there.
someone look them up for me?
Midnight's also
can-
just like kept going.
I can
like,
tell you how many times I've listened to Dear Reader. It's one time. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, then it's like there's 23 tracks on on Midnights right now.
Wait.
Basically 21, but then there's 22 with You're Losing Me, which isn't even on the Till Dawn
Yeah.
edition.
Wait, so what was the beginning of
It
the
cuts off at Mastermind, which is
Yeah.
13
And then
songs.
the 3 a.m. tracks, they
It's-
cut off at Dear Reader.
Yes.
These are also
and
just.
then Hits Different.
These were Hits Different, her best, literally one of her best songs ever. But
Yeah.
like that was kind of also an after the fact thing that she tagged
Yeah.
onto Midnights, but
Yeah.
it wasn't really Midnights.
Midnight's
Yeah.
just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Midnight's kind of like kept going.
Yeah.
And like, it was kind of like, okay, now we're going to
Okay.
go more. Now we're going to do more. Which I don't hate, but I am just saying, like, I think
Yeah.
that, like, I just
I listened
didn't
to
need
reggae
that
Midnights,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then Tortured Poets Department. We
It's
all know
obviously
what happened there. Yeah.
not so
And
bananas.
that's 31 songs.
That's
So
so insane.
that's a
It's
lot.
insane. I
Oh,
think
the
it's.
Black Dog.
I think some of her best work is in there, but
Yeah.
like.
Oh, the Black Dog.
But this is gonna be different. We haven't seen this in a while, so it's just
Yeah.
nuts. We will we'll work on a
yeah.
listening
Yeah, we're gonna
party
do like a
for
big
everybody
thing. Yeah.
for you
to
guys,
join in with us.
obviously.
Oh my gosh.
I
so
will
exciting.
say I am excited for like the era. I feel like a lot of times like she has like these big eras, but I think this is gonna have like more influence on the culture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fashion and everything, and I think
Yeah.
that I'm excited. Like,
Well, what do you guys think of the album covers?
I like them all. I don't.
And all 7 of the vinyl
Yeah.
variants.
Yeah.
I actually
That we keep getting countdowns
People
for.
hate on the original one. I don't.
Oh no,
think
I
it's-
like
actually really like it.
I think it's beautiful.
like it.
I think it's really
Yeah.
cool. I don't know. I'm
I
like,
think,
sure,
like,
it's different.
Yeah, I think her direction is great, and like I'm just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like people usually like make fun of like the outfits she wears or like the outfits like maybe other Swifties wear and stuff like that, and I think
Yeah.
that this might just be a bit more of like a mature culture moment in terms of like people are going to want to wear what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
emulate the vibe.
That's a
just
good
the
point.
That's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
And like I love that vibe. I love as a dancer. I love that stuff. So like I feel like we could see it more in like just turn
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
and
Like,
she's showing
It
a
could,
little
like,
bit more
It could be like
skin. She's-
Showgirl winter. Like, do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think she is kind of getting to what you're saying is, she's always been relatable, but not in the way
Yeah.
of like, not in the way of like you're the trendiest woman on earth.
no,
You're not.
but I think everyone could look at this, any normal person, and be like, "Oh, I love that." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like Showgirls in the past few years, we haven't really seen much of that in pop music. Like, I feel like it was more of like no one has used this aesthetic. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm totally wrong right now, but that is really sticking out to me.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anyone.
Also, I think I like the one with the yellow feathers the most.
I don't
The
even...
Baby That's Show Business vinyl one.
I think I like.
The one from today was also really good. The
yeah,
Tiny
that's
Bubbles
really
of
so-
Champagne.
beautiful.
She's just doing something really...
I like this one because it's different. This
I
one's
like-
good.
I like the shiny bug.
That one.
I like the one that she looks like Roxy Harton is my favorite one.
The one where she's like climbing
Yeah,
over the
that's
chairs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
think
one's
out of the
amazing.
original ones, I'm just
I love
that.
that
I'm a
too.
black
That
wig
one.
truther.
Black wig
Yeah.
with the
I
green.
think I just kind of, I just love it.
This one's great though.
But the original, I mean, the original cover, she's pointed. Like, this is so specific. Like, what
Yeah.
she's doing,
Yes.
this
Yeah,
this-
it's so obvious.
this
like,
vision and this aesthetic that she's going for, and
Yeah.
clearly, like, she's going for a theme. And
Yeah.
I have I truly could not imagine that she's going to do another tour. I saw like some rumblings of like you could be completely made up, but like instead of a residency somewhere, and it's kind of more of like a vaudeville show sort of setup.
I would spend every
Lover
penny I had
Fest.
on that.
And also,
That would make sense though.
and I think we've been knowing that she has that, what is that musical trademark she has?
But it's
Female
like, is
Rage,
that
the
coming with-
musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is going to come back around, and I think she's already giving us theatrics
Yes.
and storytelling.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's always given us
And
storytelling.
she brought that up when she was on the podcast.
Well,
with
yeah.
her
Yeah.
before.
And I'm sure that also.
So I think we have to
yeah.
read into like those obvious
Yeah.
clues. I
Even
think
though-
she might be giving us something more like that.
I think the documentary is definitely
Yeah.
coming out with this though, because
You
it's
think?
like, well, yeah,
Well, yeah,
because
because
she's
it
like
makes
all
sense.
about like what I did, what
Yeah.
happens off
I
stage,
wonder
and that's
if
the
it's like
documentary.
she's like there's 12 tracks, there's nothing else. The deluxe.
But like
Is
the
the
doc.
doc.
I think I
is-
think the
yeah.
documentary will accompany.
Yeah.
I will say I think time is now for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
Do you
you're
guys
also
agree?
saying that, yeah. I don't
If
disagree.
she was gonna do it, time is now.
Because especially if
disagree.
she's not going to tour this album, I think it is the
Time is now.
appropriate time for Super Bowl.
That would be crazy. And people's only
And she has all her masters now.
people's only like argument against it is that it would take away the attention of the Super Bowl. It's like I don't think that fucking
Yeah.
matters. If
I
you're a
think it
fan of the
matters.
teams that get to the Super Bowl, it's gonna be your Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of Taylor Swift, it's gonna be your Super Bowl.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
because
doesn't
it's
really-
also like, yeah, I guess people are upset, but like, they don't go to like, it's not like the Super Bowl fans. Like, I thought their whole thing was that the football people were like, we don't care about her. Like the people that
Yeah.
are going to be mad about that. So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think it takes
Yeah.
away from anything. I think you're just
Yeah.
excited for what you're excited
My
for.
only thing ever was that she's just simply too famous. Like she's out of the category of performing for the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. That's the only thing I ever
But
said.
yeah, right, because
She is.
well, if you look at it in the way of like these Super Bowl performers are oftentimes people who are still relevant but not at the height of their fame.
Yeah.
But I
It
do
used to
think
be
I
different.
think Kendrick combated that.
Yeah, that's very true. I was literally just
I
gonna be
think
like,
Kendrick
who
was like a
performed?
good
Yeah,
choice.
no, that you're right about
It's.
that.
I feel like it's also a lot of the
But, like,
time.
Usher,
it's never
right?
someone who's like right on time.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like.
You're not mad at it, but it's not their height.
It's like they were
Yeah.
bigger a few years ago, and now they are coming out with something right now
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like, because Gaga did hers during Joanne, which
Yeah.
is like,
makes sense.
you're like, we
Yeah.
all know her. Obviously, she's incredibly famous, but like, this isn't like her big musical
isn't
moment.
her moment.
This
I-
is like
yeah.
her.
I honestly feel like
You're
it's-
telling us we should be excited about
Yes,
this.
yes. I honestly feel like it's more of a commentary on the way they pick who performs at the Super Bowl because it really should be wrapped up in the package of a press thing of whoever the pop star is. Like, doing someone who has, like, that's, like, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why is Usher performing? Why is he doing that? Like, Rihanna was great. Kendrick
Yeah.
was great. Those are the things I can think of in the past
I
few
mean,
years.
and even though yes, like we can look back and say those people weren't at the height of their fame at that moment,
But they
are those
still made
all
a big
some of those
splash, though.
biggest
Yeah.
superstars of all time? Rihanna,
Yeah.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar,
They made a
Usher.
huge
Yes,
splash,
they're
Yeah.
all
too.
some of the biggest superstars of all time.
Yeah,
so it's like,
we'll
Yeah.
ignore those few years in the middle where it was like
That was so
Justin
bad.
Timberlake and
J-Lo.
Maroon
Coldplay.
5. The Coldplay one
the
was
Coldplay
good though.
one was good.
With Beyonce and Bruno.
No,
They
yeah.
saved
Oh,
it, but
Beyonce.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was
But it's
because they
like-
brought up
Yeah.
Beyonce
Yeah, but
and
it's
Bruno
like, you
Mars,
have to
but it
bring
was
up
like one of the
Beyonce 'cause
best
you're
ones
not
ever.
Madonna.
Those few, and then like the weekend was good. I don't really care
yeah.
about him.
But I was saying
Rihanna
this-
got us back, and then the Kendrick
Yeah,
one was amazing.
I was just saying this about Kendrick. Like, when Usher started to roller skate, I literally was like, "There's no
Usher
way
was
this is
aimless
happening."
that whole thing.
Like, and no, and I hate that. And like with Kendrick, I was just like, I'm so happy by your artistry. Of like, I understand that you're meaning to tell an important story through your performance, and you've really thought this out, and you're not on roller skates. Like,
and you're not like just like
and-
taking your shirt off for no
yes,
reason.
it
Yeah.
physically, like that Usher shit physically pained me.
I just think
Also-
that it's time for
Yeah.
Taylor.
Also, back to the relevance of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Beyonce dropped music during the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
that's true.
that was the Usher year,
We
right?
have to think about those things. Yeah, it was the Usher year, I think. Yeah.
Woof.
And like that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she took.
I think it's what you make of it. Like,
Yeah, I think it's like it's not.
It is
the
what you-
pop
and
star
it's like
spot,
also
the Super Bowl's doing.
she's knows. I think like kind of the reports have been that like she knows that the door will pretty much always be open for her at the Super Bowl. So it's
Right.
kind of like, when she wants to do it, and I just feel like it really makes sense right now.
Yeah. And oh my god,
I think it's
it would
gonna
be
happen.
So insane.
Knock
All
on
right.
wood.
Well, we would know soon, I think, because I think traditionally they're announced. I want to say in like September. I think
it's
I want to
like
say
end
Kendrick
of summer, early fall.
Kendrick was announced in like September, so I mean,
I think Rihanna was like August, so like it's gonna be soon.
What are everyone, if not Taylor, like will everyone lock in like a second guess?
Miley's always.
She's always up in the air.
My kind of
she
hope.
also said that she wasn't gonna.
Yeah, I mean, well, she hasn't really done anything.
She's rumored,
but like
every year
she's
to
always
do it.
rumored. Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. She'd be
I would
great.
love another duo one too, though. Like, I think I saw someone be like, it's Miley and like this pairing kind of makes no sense to me, but like Miley and Demi Lovato, and it's like I don't really see that happening.
No, it
but like
makes a lot of
I
sense.
think a pairing could be fun if they got it right.
I don't think Demi is at a point in her career where it would just make sense for her to do the Super Bowl at all.
No, I don't think
I
she's
don't think anyone would really be excited about that.
a fruitful enough career yet.
Yeah.
But she will.
Dua Lipa
I
and
was
Miley.
gonna say Dua Lipa. I would love to see her do a one-woman show, and I think, speaking of what we just said, it would make sense like coming off of her Radical Optimism tour.
That would make sense.
And like, in terms of like even Taylor, like would be doing this new album of hers most likely, the majority of it. Like Dua's like very showy and like that like, makes sense for the Super Bowl. It's a spectacle.
It would be good.
I would love to see Dua Lipa, and she always brings out like great people as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like she would have like some good.
Yeah. I think my hope is Taylor.
Yeah.
Doesn't need a guest, but could do special guest Sabrina Carpenter, where like they sing their song and then she sings Espresso while Taylor like changes costumes.
Yeah.
But I think anything could work.
Right. And if she's only allowed to
Call
sing
me.
Espresso.
Yeah.
Call me.
Super Bowl, if you're looking for people.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just think it's
Mr.
time.
Bowl.
Mr. Bowl.
Big Super Bowl.
That's a big Super Bowl.
Big football. Please call whatever happened to fun.
Yeah.
I really can't honestly think of too many other people though that I would like want to.
Because it could always be something completely off the. It could be like something so throwback, you know.
People that I like Chapel or Sabrina, I don't think they'd ever do that by themselves personally.
Well, they can't yet.
Billboard posted
I'm sure
something
they
today.
will 100% can in like within 10 years time, but like not yet. They don't have even enough music to do that.
No.
Billboard posted a poll today.
Oh, they did.
Because they have stated that they think that Taylor is the number one choice.
Mm-hmm.
Should we vote in their poll?
In that poll.
Okay, here are the artists that Billboard has in their poll for who do you want to headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Lady Gaga, Mariah Carey, Justin Bieber, Drake, BTS, Green Day, Metallica, Post Malone, Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, other.
Okay.
Gonna vote for Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Okay,
out of like these options.
Now that they say Justin Bieber, I think he could be a high.
Winning is
I could see Justin Bieber doing it.
Justin Bieber is a high contender. I promise you that.
I don't want it.
I think he could barely keep his head upright right now.
I think he's a high contender. I do. He just put out an album.
Lady Gaga wouldn't do it again.
No.
Like
she just did it.
I feel like she just did it. I also think like
see like
I think BTS fans are winning this poll, but like they will never be.
It's not gonna happen.
They would never do it.
I think I could also see a kind of thing of like just because they're on this list, like Post Malone, Metallica, and Green Day doing some sort of like joint thing.
I mean,
I think the time could be now for. Like,
I think Green Day.
Green Day would be good though.
Green Day would be awesome, and like a Green Day.
They had a great moment at Coachella.
I think Green Day like with a special guest, maybe like a Post would make sense.
Yeah.
Metallica, I'm like not against, but I'm like, But I think Green Day. I mean, I would always love that. I mean, like that. I think they're a good, safe option in terms of like right now they're not really ever gonna go out of style.
No.
Yeah.
It's also the thing of like Kendrick's was pretty politically charged, so would they do something politically charged again, like Green Day would be?
Green Day would,
could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely much to think about.
But we haven't really had like a diva in a while.
We
Like
also
I
haven't.
guess like the last one was Rihanna. So like
we need a diva.
I don't know. I just think all signs lean to Taylor, and I think it could happen this year.
It's truly just a matter of like if that's fitting into what
she can do.
Yeah.
Because like clearly they offer it to her every year.
I mean, also like
door is always open. I'm sure.
Yeah, if she is, that's already been planned. Like it's been into the whole rollout. So
we'll
know. It'll be.
Will be interesting.
You don't think Renee Rapp could do one show at the Super Bowl?
What would she sing about? Oh wait, we already know. She only sings about one thing.
Well,
okay.
we had to word vomit about Taylor Swift for so long. Sorry about it, but like we missed a lot. So.
Yeah. Another quick thing about music. I mentioned earlier that I listened to Audrey Hobart's album. I really like it, and I want you guys to listen to it.
Okay, well,
I think it's really fun.
I saw her on Jake Shane's podcast, and she kind of got me. She's pretty personable, and I was like, maybe I will take
I think
a
we
listen
have
to it.
talked shit about her terrible single on
Yeah,
this.
we have. I hate her terrible
Sue
single.
me.
But
I like it now.
Something I actually will say is that's also come back around for me separately, because one time my little sister, friend of the podcast, expressed her hatred towards it, and then because of that, my sister's boyfriend started playing it. And then after like probably the fourth time that he snuck it into the Spotify Jam session, we were like, yeah, this song's good.
Yeah.
No, I
think it's kind of like, how we kind of talked about it with the Addison Rae album, where it's like you set out to do something pretty specific, and it was like nice, clean.
Yeah,
you officially you did this,
brand
you completed
wise,
it. You did exactly what I think she did the exact same thing with
Right.
that kind of like diary pop music.
Yes, and I'm
Better
not
than
anti
Gracie.
her, because that's what I was just gonna say. Essentially, I think the reason why I've never liked Gracie Abrams is it doesn't seem authentic to me, and also I don't think she's very good at all.
I hate her.
But everything good about Gracie is from Audrey, because they are previous partners, and Audrey has written with Gracie. I think what makes Gracie's lyrics, if there's any good thing to say about them, I don't know because I don't listen to them, but I think she just pulls a lot of influence from Audrey.
Yeah.
Is what I'm gathering.
I actually like some of Gracie Abrams' production and songwriting, so like this album was pretty easy for me to listen to, but I don't know, it was a breeze. It's 35 minutes, 12 tracks, which I know it's like it isn't long enough, but it is for this. Like you don't need more from this. You need more from this.
No, for this, that would get me.
I am like
listen
looking
to
at
it.
this right now. I don't think that there's a single song I don't like. Oh yeah, I don't really like "Don't Go Back to His Ass," which is track 10. But I like all the others.
Okay.
And I also want to shout out Conan Gray's album, and I also really like that.
Oh yeah, Michael is really into Conan Gray right now.
Not really into him, but like I just like this album. I haven't listened to it as much as the Audrey Hobart one, but it's another quick 12 track, 43 minutes. It's a good. I listened to it on the train when we were coming back from one of our vacations, and it was really good. I recommend. Last song is really good. Care.
One of our vacations.
Yeah, but that's my music.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are my music recs of the week. Music corner.
I will be interested to know what the Audrey Hobart
Listen
one
to
is
the
all
Audrey
about.
Hobart one.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll listen.
I'll carve out some time in my
It's a breeze.
busy,
It's
busy
easy.
life.
Yeah. What else? Well, more music. Friday. The unthinkable happened to me and Devin. We missed Bella.
The unimaginable that we were manifested into reality.
No,
Basically,
exactly what to happen.
I think we've spoken about it on this podcast, how horrible getting tickets to the Mayhem Ball was for us.
Yeah.
We didn't.
We didn't.
Well, yeah. And
we were unsuccessful as a group of people.
As a group. And so on Friday, a friend of mine texted me. She had 2 extra tickets. She said, name your price. I just gave the price that I could. And she, even before I actually like fully agreed to doing it, there were 2 tickets to the Mayhem Ball. It was like $6.45. I was waiting for my roommate at happy hour. My phone was at 5%. And I like kept texting Devin because I knew that I'd ask you first. And then we went.
Yeah, it was kind of
the most last minute thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like the only way it was going to work out because like, I mean, these resale prices are insane, which like hopefully they go down so I could go again. So we can go again. And cause it was the best concert I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it was like whiplash, right? Like imagine waking up from a nap like at like 6:30 p.m. on Friday and being like, oh my God.
I have to be at Madison Square Garden.
I have to be at MSG and I have to be at MSG for a Lady Gaga concert. Like what, like wear my sluttiest pair of black boots. Like I don't have a lot of clothes in my wardrobe that gave that kind of just immediate Lady Gaga concert vibe. So there was that stress, but it was mostly just like, okay, I have to be at MSG in an hour. And I hadn't had time to emotionally process what was about to happen for a couple reasons. One, I was purposely avoiding spoilers because I didn't want to make myself depressed because I didn't have tickets. On the other hand, if I was still manifesting going, I didn't want to have spoilers either. Yeah. So I didn't know what I was about to get myself into. I knew it was going to be incredible. I just like barely had time to think about this. I think like I kind of didn't conceptualize that it's like also was her hometown show.
Yeah.
And it was the first night, and the fact that all of this, again, like I was manifesting this. So like, and you know, like, thank you to Alexa, because
Yeah,
this
shout out
truly,
Alexa. I think she listens.
Truly, like would not have happened otherwise. But all of those reasons, and then like everything that actually happened at the concert, that was like the production as a whole, but then like the little fun things that we got specifically for the first night of MSG, like I just felt it was so kismet. It was so kismet. It was kismet. And I need to go again, but truly I also like stopped listening to Lady Gaga for a period of time because I was depressed I couldn't go to Mayhem, and now I'm like so happy to be like, I went on a run earlier and I forgot about the concept of like listening to music, and because I haven't worked out also in like 2 weeks, and then I like opened my Spotify to see all my recently played things were Lady Gaga, and I was like, oh my god, I can listen to Lady Gaga. Like
the clouds have opened.
The sky is open, and like life is beautiful again. And yeah, I mean, I've seen Beyonce, and like Beyonce puts on probably one of the best shows I've ever seen, but like that might have been it next to that for me.
I think the big thing for Gaga for me is, and it's not that Beyonce doesn't do this, but I think it happens in a different way, where it's like Gaga, and again, we were in an arena for this, which is
it's
small,
very different.
And we were pretty
I
close,
only compare
so
like because they're just vocally.
And we said, I think during the concert, Gaga just leaves it all out on the stage in such like a specific way, where it's like it also feels so like intimate, and it's just like she's literally bleeding, not actually, but like it's just like everything, which we have to clarify, is out there.
It's not against the question.
She could be, but it's just like she just leaves everything out on the
in
stage.
Her little 5 foot body.
Yes.
You know, she's leaving everything out there. She's so small.
She's 5 foot, but like she literally could be 20 million feet tall.
She's never sounded a bad a day in her life, but the way that she is putting on this show and sounding like that is just unimaginable to me. So there's also that, and also like it's not just a Lady Gaga concert, it's also theater, and it's a show, and I think
it's production.
Like Beyonce is also giving you that, like she's giving you storytelling, she's giving you interludes, like she's giving you everything like very similar. Like Lady Gaga has amazing interludes and like whatever. There's just something about, and this is beyond, this is why I feel this way about the performance and the concert itself, is because I've always felt this way about Gaga herself. There's the way that she is creative, like the way that she uses her creativity to tell her stories is just in a way that I'm not able to, no other pop star has made me feel that way ever in my life. And the way that she is so strange about the things that she does and like the way she goes about it, and like this you know, however many chapters she takes you through in the Mayhem Ball, is just like unlike anything another pop star could really give you, on top of also just being an incredible performer herself, and also just having an incredible discography, like, and what she's doing sonically, like with all her songs, like I just think like even whatever version of tracking of like Born This Way she's using, I'm just like,
it's like a new production.
It's all this production is just so impressive.
Or cool. Like we were speaking about this yesterday or on Saturday, but we were like, okay, am I super excited to hear Million Reasons and Shallow? No. Does she know she has to sing those? Sure. Yes. The way she does those 2 songs in this are like, I was loving every minute of it. And it's like
I'm so involved in the show.
It is it is fed into the show and into the story that she's telling, that like you don't, it's like, I know you have to do these, but like I'm so happy for it now. It's
not like you're just sitting down at the piano and singing it because you feel like you have to sing it. She's integrating it into her.
She did do that with the Smile, but whatever.
Which like fair more so just because it's like so relevant right now. But the way she introduces those songs that maybe otherwise for real Little Monsters would be like, do you really have to do this right now?
But like, it's so cool.
Even like there's Born This Way, and then there's I mean, I don't not love any of those original The Fame singles. They're all incredible, but even the way she has to reinvent them, because obviously everyone's heard them a million times. Like,
oh my God, Poker Face, when she's like literally all the dancers are like playing chess. Like, it's
Poker
insane.
Face and Paparazzi are like
Oh my!
I've heard this song a million times, and it's Lady Gaga. I don't expect you to not give me an amazing performance, but still within the context of the show, I'm just like, you're just giving me something I feel like I couldn't even imagine seeing.
Yeah.
And it's like you also are just being waterboarded, like you don't have time to go up for air, so like
literally.
everything is just like, how does she keep doing this? Like literally, how does this keep happening?
Yeah. And then as you mentioned, it was New York, and so I guess what it seems like she's doing for, I think she has like 6 shows in New York. Every show she's doing a surprise piano version of a song from Born This Way, which is like the New York album, and also I think her favorite album that she's done. And so we heard Hair.
Yeah.
I knew that there's going to be a surprise song at the end of the show that she just kind of like dances to when she and her dancers are taking her bows. And I kind of had the show before us, she had basically made her way through the entire Art Pop album. So I was like, what is...
Yeah, and
a new album is going to start tonight.
Yeah.
What is it going to be? I assumed it was going to be Born This Way, but I didn't know that she surprised everyone and performed Hair on the piano, which I love that song so much. The next night she did Marry the Night.
Yeah, something about acoustic version of Hair was really...
Scratched an itch.
Scratched an itch, because I think I've always loved the concept of that song. And it's so good, but Born This Way is so strong that it's still, I feel like, doesn't almost cut through.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot because it's so effing good. But something about the piano or like acoustic stripped down version of that, I was just like, this is making so much sense for me right now, and it's working in a really special way.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I'm going again on Wednesday. I'm slightly concerned. I mean, I can't complain at all because I'm going, but like, I do have a fear that one of these days she's going to do Edge of Glory on the piano. I love that song. It was one of my favorite things I've ever heard her done. But however, it's going to be my 6th time seeing her. I know I'm acting like annoying and spoiled right now, but like, I don't want Edge of Glory on the piano.
Yeah,
because it's like I've heard it. I've heard it.
I
and you're going to hear it again.
And that would only be my 2nd time seeing her, so I probably still wouldn't.
It's amazing on the piano, and it's so she like really leaves it out there. But I mean, like, there's so many other options that I'm like, it's like I feel
similarly about Edge of Glory and Born This Way. Like sonically, they're just like, they're great, but I don't care to hear them anymore. But I still like Born This Way more than Edge of Glory.
And Born This Way was so good in that.
I'm like, I was dancing the hardest I've ever danced, and it was like during Born This Way. And it's like, okay, I talk shit about this song, but really, truly, that's how you know it was a good concert.
I gotta get there.
Yeah, you have to get there.
Yeah, I'm still, I'm on the StubHub. I'm on that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on.
I think it'll happen. I mean, look how it fell into our lap this time.
It truly, it was kismet, and it was beautiful, and it was opening night. So yeah, I'm manifesting more of that energy until, her last night at MSG, which is whatever, the 7th of September. We do have some time to work on this as well.
Got 4 more shows.
If you know anyone, if you're listening,
seriously,
my sister Keely needs to go, and I'll take donations. I'll take whatever.
Yeah, and Bella needs to go.
I'll set up I'll set up a GoFundMe. so our friends can go. Send Keely to the Mayhem Ball.
But thank you, Alexa, again.
Yeah,
we love you.
That's clutch as hell.
Yeah, best really, and that was what kind of kicked off our Pride weekend as well, because then we went right into Pride, and it was just a fabulously gay weekend.
Yes.
And then some,
It was Pride weekend.
It was Pride weekend.
I just showed something special to the YouTube viewers.
That you could not just seem to keep on your finger.
Well, I'm always kind of like fidgeting around during these episodes, as we've noticed, and so
you have a fidget ring.
I like literally have a fidget ring. Yeah, it's so nice. That's literally why I wore it, because I almost lost it, and then I was like, oh wait, I should find that, and like it could be my fidget toy during the episode.
Well, that was good then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Anything else?
I'm sure, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's been cut us a break, guys. Yeah. It's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be back on our normal
game
and
in 2 weeks.
Keep up to we're getting back to actually catching up with the pop culture. Obviously, we needed to talk about Taylor Swift for a really long time. So
by the time our next live episode comes out, are we going to be announcing something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So big stuff in the works, guys. As we always say.
I'm so excited.
No, yes.
Those 3 friends who are always working on something.
It'd be 3 bitches telling each other exactly.
It's literally what this is. But yes. So next week, fingers crossed, you get a long-awaited episode, and then more in the future.
Yay. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, wait, sorry. We have to go.
Forgot.
Yeah.
I have a thing.
I have a
Everything.
thing. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm so bored I could die. No one's fun anymore.